You may have seen his videos before, but if you haven't, today we are getting a one-on-one with another Rise of Kingdoms content creator, Archer Syndicate. Stick around to learn more. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay video and interview with a content creator. Today, I am joined with the one and only Archer Syndicate. Say hello.
Hey guys, what's up?
So how are you doing, Archer Syndicate? I know a lot of people here may not know of you. You've grown really quickly on the Rise of Kingdoms YouTube scene. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm currently 16. I live in Australia. My job currently is doing Rise of Kingdoms videos, which is maybe somewhat sad, and I'm still in school, for what that's worth as well.
No way, dude. Well, you are living the dream. You got 4,000 subscribers. You do have a little bit of an announcement to share, I think. I don't know. Have you told people yet? Is it still a secret?
Which secret? So which secret? Like which announcement?
The same secret that I think I have. You're sponsored now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am sponsored. I am officially sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms now. They reached out to me recently.
I know. Does anyone else know? Does your channel know?
I think I may have mentioned it. I'm not sure, but I'm not too fast at people knowing. So, yeah, I'm officially now sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms.
That's kind of a big deal, dude. 16 years old, sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms, and doing this, kind of full time. That's pretty cool.
It is. It's definitely nicer than working at McDonald's.
You're making more than if you were working at McDonald's. At least I hope.
I'd hope so as well. I don't know. I've never tried.
It's okay. Something tells me you're winning by not working at McDonald's.
Yeah, no, that's true. I get to choose my own hours when I work. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, dude, your thumbnails are great too. Like, what has this journey been like for you? When did you start?
I think it started probably a year ago now. I'm approaching 1 year, and I kind of started on a whim. It was just a random choice of mine. I was like, I like Rise of Kingdoms. I like giving advice. Screw it. I'll just make a YouTube channel. And then I've just kind of stuck around with it and kind of just seen where it went. And it exploded pretty quick. So it's just where we are now. And
it's not just great
thumbnail colors.
You stole his thumbnail colors. You stole Gaines's eyes and the laser eyes. Dude, you're killing it. I'm looking through your videos right now. I don't know. I tend to have some videos that'll go out and it'll be 600 views, and then the next one will be 4,500. But looking at yours, they're pretty consistent.
I do have some of those videos where that I do as good. There's one about Tamiris recently. But yeah, I do like the consistency. It is always nice.
So I heard a story actually before when you first got started. So Gaines and I are buddies. He told me that you used to watch some of his videos and you'd be like, I think I could do this. And then you started your channel.
That is kind of how it went. I've actually known Gaines for a very long time. When he first started his YouTube channel, because by coincidence, he was in my kingdom and I was very close with the king at the time, good mates with him. And he was good friends as well. So we kind of just ended up as buddies. So it just ended up with us as very good friends. And then he started doing YouTube. And then just maybe 9 months later, I started doing my channel as well.
Wow. And you've grown pretty quick. None of us have caught up to Gaines. I don't know what he's doing right, but he's exploded lately. I think I started before you, but I took a little hiatus. I got married. I took my honeymoon, did all that. So then I came back. But you've been consistent. What are you doing? Do you post every day?
Usually every 2 days, sometimes every 3 days, sometimes every day. It just depends on how busy I am, really, or if the other video did really good, sure, there's all things one day. And sometimes I just don't have the time to upload one, so it just kind of depends.
And tell us about your process. What do you use for your thumbnails, for your editing? What's your setup look like?
For thumbnails, everyone always asks me this. For thumbnails, I use Canva. And it's just an online thing. Yeah. Sometimes I make thumbnails in class.
Are you paying for the free version, for the pro version, or are you just using it for free?
I've just been using the free version, honestly. The pros only got things like AI art and stuff, which I don't really use, so it's not that needed.
I've been trying to think of how you can use like AI to create some stuff for Rise of Kingdoms, but the art style of Rise of Kingdoms is so niche that it's really hard to actually make it work.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. It's a really cool art style, but it's very hard to replicate.
Yeah. It makes thumbnails challenging, but it looks like you've got it on lock.
Thanks.
Of course.
Canva's great for me, just because I can upload stuff, like the pictures, and they stay there, and then I can use it on my school laptop as well when I'm in class, and I'm ignoring the teachers.
Nice. It's okay. We won't tell them. You're being entrepreneurial. You've got your own career path that you're working on. You're going to go pro YouTubers before you graduate.
Maybe.
That's awesome.
Never know.
So how long have you been playing?
Yet. I've been playing maybe like 1,070 days. No, yeah, 1,070 days now. I think today is the 1,070th. But I don't know, almost 3 years, pretty much.
Jeez, that's pretty good. Let's see. What am I at right now? I am at, let's see. Go to VIP. 1,800 days consecutive.
Damn. Is that like going on 4 or 5 years?
Something like that. I started in March of 2019.
Okay. I think I started like mid-2020.
So yeah, just about. Yeah. I started in school too. I graduated back in 2020. So, same deal.
Nice.
Not paying attention in class, pulling up my phone, heard KVK. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Check the Mightiest Governor if you're trying to win it.
Oh, why would you ever even bother? It's such a waste.
I only did it for Nebu and I did it for Henry when they were like kind of met up. But both times, one time I was actually in KVK, the other time I went rogue in Kingdom. So,
oh yeah, so not worth it. That's what I've been telling people, especially now that they have the bundles for everything. Like, oh, it's so not worth it. You could just buy a bundle for $5 and like compete in the gold head events.
Oh, for sure. There's so many more ways just to get the Mightiest Governor commanders now, which is good. It doesn't mean you have to win that event anymore.
Right. Although there are still people that decide they're going to push and go through all the pain and suffering.
There's always a place for it.
Now, before we get too far into it, I do, of course, need to have a shameless plug here. If you guys haven't already, do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and definitely go check out Archer Syndicate. His channel is going to be linked down below in the description. So give him a like and subscribe as well. Show your appreciation for him coming on. Yeah, it's a good time. So you started 1,080 days ago. Give us a little insight into your like Rise of Kingdoms story. What kingdom did you start at? What was your tragedy that led you to leave? And where are you now?
Oh, I've been to many kingdoms. I'm going to be pressed to remember what my first kingdom was. Let me just quickly go on the kingdom overview. I think my first kingdom was 2283. I think. I'm not even 100% sure.
22.
In that kingdom, I was, yeah. It might have been that. It might have been 24, maybe 21 or something. I can't even remember now. It's been a very long time. It was 2285. And then in that kingdom, I was in like a Spanish alliance. And what happened was there was a massive civil war between the Spanish alliance and then there was an Arabic alliance. And then we completely lost. So I ended up moving to 2284. There was another civil war. I got kicked out of there. Then I went to 2281 and I migrated back to 23, I think it was 2364.
Okay.
I've just been to a ton of kingdoms.
Those are young kingdoms.
Yeah, they're mostly young. And now I'm in an old kingdom now. 1534 is probably the oldest kingdom I've been in.
So how did you end up there?
Well, I used to be in 23, I'm so bad at kingdom numbers. I think it was 2365 or 2368.
Okay.
And then this was just recently, I've already forgotten. Their kingdom was not really that good at fighting in KVKs, so I was struggling to make like actual KVK streams. And then I just went around looking, and then the king of this kingdom reached out to me once I messaged someone from their kingdom, and he was like, if you come, we'll hook you up with a few 100 million resources. And I was like, you know what? Your kingdom looks good. I'll just come along. And they're like, yeah,
I'll take a bribe
in KVKs. Yeah, I'll take a bribe. Why not? Set me up for a KVK.
I love that. Yeah, I talked to Plato occasionally, and he's like, yeah, I get res donations. It's not so much of an issue. And I'm over here like begging for resources before every KVK.
The king, he's hooking me up with resources all the time.
Oh man. But I mean, you're their content creator. You're the only one in the kingdom, right?
I think I'm the only one. I haven't heard of someone else who does content in our kingdom.
Okay, and you said 1534 is your current kingdom.
Yeah, that's my current one.
What's your coordinates? I'm trying to find you.
We're in Lost Kingdom right now. So 750X, 750Y, 679 should come up.
750X, 750Y.
No, 679Y.
Oh, but okay, what Lost Kingdom is it?
C12186.
C12186, not 69? No, that's mine.
No.
I'm a disaster. Okay, C12186. Let's see. C12186. Nope, didn't like that. Okay,
I think
we'll figure it out.
12186. It should come up.
Oh, here we go. 1C186. And you said you're
750 and then 679.
Then 679. There we go. Okay, now it should bring us right to you. How is your KVK going? Tell us a little bit about it.
I mean, this KVK is pretty intense. It's probably the closest one I've been in a while. I mean, we lost our zone 5 on, I think it's the Lucerne side. We lost that not pretty quick, took about 3 days. And then right now, we're going for past 7. This is like the current fight. And honestly, there isn't much fighting going on. It's like very much a stalemate. We can't burn them, they can't burn us. And then our allies all the way on the other side, they have the pass at the moment.
Okay.
They can't burn the enemy forts, and the enemies can't really burn their forts. They might be burning. Yeah, they burned through one fort, and they're getting just through the flags now. So it's definitely a very slow KVK, because this has been going on for 3 days now, and it's very back and forth. I mean, I think we've lost the pass 3 times. We've taken it back 3 times. Just been very, very a long slog. So I'm interested to see where Kingsland ends up, honestly.
How do you think you guys are going to win it? We had this same deal where we were yo-yoing the pass back and forth. We held it for most of the time, but at the end, once we hit Kingsland, it was game over.
I mean, that's certainly possible for us. We might get game over in Kingsland. We might smash Kingsland because I don't think we're low on troops right now. I think everyone's still fairly stacked, and the same thing for our opponents, honestly. They've still got quite a few large accounts full of troops. But we've mainly been using farms to fill fortresses and stuff, so most means are doing pretty good.
I have a video that's going out within the next couple of days, actually, on using farms for passes and forts. Honestly, anyone who uses mains, what a mistake.
Yeah, I feel the farms is just OP. You just get rid of all the T4 troops, you run for free, and it's okay, works out.
Oh yeah. What is this KVK? Is this KVK Tides? Is it, what are we looking at here?
I'll just the heroic anthem, something a little bit basic. But the reason we did it was we had a bit of drama with TL68 Omniarch's Kingdom, 1568 actually.
TL68 Wutilla?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1568. You said they're not in this KVK, right?
No, they are.
They are. Okay, so 1568 is... The leaders of that kingdom are actually the people that I started the game with way back when in 1304. And so if you see Miss May, who's the leader of the main alliance there, she was in the alliance that I was in, which was called Zero at the time, ZRO. And we used to banter back and forth all the time. And that's who's leading 68, Wutilla.
Wow.
That's so funny.
It's a small world.
It really is. That's what I've noticed. The longer I play this game, and it's been far too long, I realize that everyone knows someone who knows someone else.
Yeah, it's just crazy. The community is very interlinked in this game.
Oh, for sure. Oh, so you're going against Omniarch.
Yeah.
Are you going to kick his butt?
Oh, that was the goal. I mean, I messaged him at the start of the KVK saying I'm going to zero you, and he said it would be fun for the content. That's fair.
And you've been streaming this KVK, right?
Yeah, I've been streaming as much of it as I can.
Okay, so guys, if you want to see Omniarch get zeroed, be sure to check out Archer's streams.
I mean, hopefully in Kingslayer get zeroed. That would be great.
Oh man, it was funny. Gaines took a rally in Kingslayer recently, just because someone I think donated like $150 and was like, "Take a rally, I dare you."
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was an interesting video.
Yeah,
I'll put it out there. If someone gives me $200, I'll take a rally.
I would too. I'd take a rally for $100. I'm cheap.
$50, I'll take a rally. Actually, let's just keep going lower.
Hear that, guys? You can actually negotiate with your content creators. So your name is
interesting.
Your name is Archer Syndicate.
Yeah,
that feels very siloing. What marches are you running today? Are you all archers?
Right now, I mean, probably forever. Yeah, I'm gonna be like all archers.
Okay, so what are your marches?
3 archers. I'm running a Boudica with a Sherbani Arl, a Zulaing with a Herman, and a Henry YSG at the moment.
Okay, and are you running 5 marches total or just the 3?
Just the 3. So Boudica with a Sher, Zulaing with Herman, and then Henry with YSG.
Okay, how's that going for you?
Honestly, they're probably the strongest they've been. I've always had like one march that's a little bit behind, and right now everything's fairly close. I mean, I've got the best equipment on my Herman march, but my Boudica's doing good and my Henry's doing pretty good, so I'm quite happy with that motorable, honestly.
Okay, and do you think, because it's interesting, you've chosen to specialize in archers. There's also the other new content creator that's all about siege. Do you think that troop specialization is still worth it, or do you feel it's kind of dead?
I've always said that you shouldn't specialize like I did. It's kind of dumb, but I'm just sticking with it because it's something different and something I like to do. But that being said, it's got its benefits. I mean, like, you can focus on equipment. I can pretty much expertise both of the new commanders whenever they release because I can just save gold heads. There's a lot of benefits to it, but there's a lot of downsides. Like, I'm missing out on a lot of the other debuffs other commanders have. I don't have any smite in my mutable. Stuff like that are pretty big downsides with specialization.
So you're not going to max any of the new meta commanders, even if the new infantry are amazing. We know Belisarius is not.
I mean, yeah, if they released like a crazy infantry commander, I still wouldn't max them. I would still stick with the archer commanders.
Wow, look at you. So you really, not only did you name yourself Archer Syndicate, you're standing by it.
Of course, I can't give up on what I started. I've been doing this even before I started YouTube anyways. I've always specialized only archers.
So why? Archers are really hard, especially if you're not spending a lot. What inspired you to specialize in archers?
I think there's like 3 things. The first one is I'm very stubborn. So when people said it was a bad idea, I took that as I'm going to try and make it work.
Okay.
And then another reason was I played YSG a lot in my KVK 1, and he was getting crazy trades. So I just kind of got not stuck with him, but I kind of just followed through with it until Season of Conquest. And then the final reason is all my technology and stuff, but like the whole, up until maybe late Season of Conquest till now, it's only had archer stuff. So I've had no cav or infantry like stuff leveled up past the T4, like the Watt Steel and the Scrutum on the infantry. I butchered that. And then the cabs like plate armor, none of that was leveled up. So I couldn't even run them if I wanted. And they're still not maxed to this day.
I was going to say, are you full T5 now or no?
I've only got T5 archers, and I got T5 infantry recently for like a research event, but that was it.
No way. Honestly, if you can do that, it'll make your life so much easier, because like the extra tech power sucks when you talk about like power caps in a kingdom. There are also some tricks that you can do, like if you never unlock the siege tech, for all the speed up events, you can like speed it up and then cancel. No tell Lilith, but definitely a nice little trick.
I mean, that's an interesting thing. I mean, you could just train troops for that as well. I know they're like research and building ones.
Oh yeah, but like if you're not going to use your research speed ups, you might as well, right?
You know, good point. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket now. But
next week's video from Archer Syndicate. I love it. Very cool. So tell us about your KVKs. You're fairly new to the game, right? You've got a young account. Do you have any KVK types that you really like that you really don't like?
Oh, I have one that I really like. This one hits the nail on the head. Storm of the Stratagems is probably the best KVK format in the game. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay,
It's so fun.
I've done it. Tell me why.
Just the amount of free stuff you get with the actual like stratagems themselves is just great. Like, I mean, it's completely like free to play friendly. You get extra crystals. You can reduce the sevs you take. It's just all around very fun. And then the instant counter rallies. I think that's the KVK with that. It actually makes counter rallies the viable thing. So I think it was a very, very fun KVK when I played it. Even though we lost miserably, it was still like probably the coolest KVK format I've done.
Okay, I could totally understand. The new KVKs are actually pretty cool. I'm playing Tides right now, and the whole like different buffs that you get that rotate really make it interesting. So I totally understand. What's your least favorite?
My least favorite KVK, I want to say I've only played like 4 KVK formats, and out of them all, I think my least favorite is probably Heroic Anthem, just because I've played it so much. That's probably the main reason.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. It's also very much a spendy one. I feel like that and Stripe are both pretty spendy. The others, I think, are more interesting. But Lilith has really done a great job lately, actually spicing up the different KVK types and making it, a little bit more engaging for all players, not just those that are balling out.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, the new formats give you a lot of extra stuff pretty much for free, like extra troop healing and things like that, which is always nice.
Oh, yeah. Are you a big spender or not so much?
Well, since I don't earn that much money, I don't spend too much, but I've spent maybe close to, I think I said a lot of my videos, about 1,000 Australian dollars on the game over the last 3 or so years.
That's not too bad at all. I think I spent $500 last year, so that's about right.
I mean, I bought it's mainly stuff like Supply Depot, and whenever there's a recharge, I might occasionally spend a bit of extra just to get the gold heads if I need them.
So now that you're making money from YouTube, though, is that going to change?
Maybe. Actually, no. Since I have been making money, I've been spending a little bit more, and I just hate the business expense, so I have an excuse.
I've got the same thing. I told my kingdom today, I was like, hey, guys, I just got sponsored. And they're like, great, you're going to buy all the pop-up bundles now? And I was like, maybe.
I'll consider it.
I'll think about it. But, I will. They're going to show up, and I'm going to be like, well, it's free.
I have this thing with pop-ups. I don't like to buy them for some reason. I feel like they're a lower value, but I know they're not, but I just still don't buy them.
They're better value than a lot of the super value bundles, but the best is always going to be the just the Supply Depot stuff. But for crystals, the pop-ups are good.
Yeah, I mean, for crystal, I don't usually spend much on crystals just because I don't like the whole crystal tech system. But I'll buy like Crystal Quest, and I'll buy the supply, like the monthly premium season supply, and that's usually like the most I've ever spent on it.
Oh yeah, if you could make your own KVK, right? What would you do? What would you add? Like taking some of the stuff that they have today.
If I had to make my own, I mean, that's tough. I think, first of all, get the stratagems. I'd put those in that KVK.
Okay.
And then I just remove Crystal Tech, and then you just had a great KVK. I mean, that would just be an amazing KVK format.
You wouldn't change the map? I know a lot of people are really into KVK2 map.
So I would say for KVK maps, I think the maps themselves are actually pretty good. I haven't seen a map that's got glaring flaws in it. So I think the maps would be fine how they are. I don't know if there'd be really anything you'd change about them. Maybe some of the circles and stuff, or the altars and things, make them look a bit cooler or different, and that'd be about it, really.
Okay, so my biggest frustration is Zone 5 is meaningless right now, right? So what I've heard a lot of people say is they're I want Zone 5 to mean something, like I can't get into Zone 6 or something like that without winning Zone 5.
I mean, that's certainly an interesting idea, but then I feel like that would also have implications you get locked out of your Zone 6, the KVK, stuff like that could be pretty bad. So, I mean, I think there's upsides and downsides to that, but I think Zone 5 should be a little bit more meaningful. Maybe they put extra altar in there, I don't know, an altar of light or something. That would be cool.
You get some free honor if you win the zone.
Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
Something like that would be pretty interesting.
Oh, we're like doing Lilith's jobs for him. That's a great idea.
It's one I just came up with on the whim right now.
Well done. Okay. Well, I got one last question for you before I let you go. If you had to pick one Rise of Kingdoms YouTuber, who would you say is your favorite?
I mean, I would have probably said Chisco before I met Gaines, but since I know Gaines so personally, he's probably one of the reasons I started doing YouTube. He'd go to Gaines Gaming. He's probably my favorite Rise of Kingdoms YouTuber.
Oh, does he know?
Does he know? I haven't mentioned it to him, so probably not know. He might find out when he watches it.
We'll see. That'll be the test. We should both message him and be like, "Hey, did you watch Shappy's latest interview?"
I mean, that would be an interesting message. See what he says.
He would lie. Oh yeah, totally saw it. It was great.
Yeah, I've watched it for sure.
Well, this has been awesome. Is there anything else you want to share with the Shappy Squad before I let you go? Anything that they should know about you or your type of content or what your goal is?
I mean, I don't think there's much to say. My goal is not to take over the world. I'm pretty content with the community I've got, and hopefully my videos do make like some impact on like the Rise of Kingdoms community, and my feedback does sometimes lead to some changes. I'd be quite happy with just that.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Once again, y'all, if you have not subscribed to Archer Syndicate, go check them out. And if you've enjoyed this series and you enjoyed this video, drop a like on the video. It helps me out and it helps get this video out to other people who might like it. Thank you all. Thank you, Archer Syndicate, for coming on. Shappy out.